Come on in. You are very welcome. Hey, Pooja, yay. Nice to be in the space. Welcome anyone returning, anyone new. Say hi. If you've been to my offerings before, you'll know that it's a nice, slow, deep practice. Today, definitely going to use a strap for the hamstrings. I'm going to want blocks, blankets, everything you might want to keep yourself cozy. And it's 90 minutes. So I've got my eye on the time. Anybody need a focus? Otherwise, we're going to weave through what my body is calling for. And can I ask, Pooja, since you message, how's the sound? I didn't get my headset set up, so I'm using a directional mic. I hope it's okay. Let me know what you get. It's good? Okay. Sweet. Yeah, today's intention is going to be softening in and around the heart space, especially the back chakra area for myself. So, Natalie, thank you. Thank you also for commenting on the sound. So I don't want to chat for too long, but if you're coming in, dropping in, have any questions, are new, please let me know. Hey, Cora. Hey, Nicole. Very good. Thank you for that check-in for sound. So when you're ready, I always like to begin and end in Shavasana, in corpse pose. It's a great place to complete a full cycle together, to return to the same place we came from, Satanama, the birth, death, rebirth kind of cycle. So I'm going to focus on the whole body, but again, softening into those areas specifically for me as my work. So come and find yourself in your Shavasana when you're able. That can look a lot of different ways to different people. You might have something supporting your back, your neck, supporting under the hips, supporting under the knees. Come on down and let's settle into our practice space. Everything I suggest is always the suggestion. You have the PhD to your body. Please tap in now, closing the eyes or focusing the gaze in and around the third eye. Let's anchor ourselves here and take a nice deep breath in, fill up the belly, and release it through the mouth. Another deep inhale. And exhale slowly. And they are cutting the lawn outside my building today. Take another deep inhale. Release that final breath. I release that which is out of my control. And if you haven't, maybe gently picking up the left shoulder blade, pulling it down and back. Doing the same with the right. Kind of pulling those wings back, pinching them together, opening through the chest, opening through the rib cage. Use your hands if you wish, just to gently ground that part of your body into the space, feeling the connection onto the ground, and relaxing your arms out how they fall. For some people, they naturally fall palms down, palms to the side, palms out, palms up. Let your skeleton decide. So as I mentioned, I have my eye on the time, and we're going to be holding postures anywhere from 3 to 12 minutes. And as we leave Shavasana, I want to encourage you to practice your Ujjayi breath, your ocean breath, the breath that connects to the nerve, the vagus nerve. And if you've never practiced Ujjayi breath before, I have a track on Insight Timer you can listen along to and practice. But if you can whisper, you can control the glottis muscle, which is the muscle that we engage with during this breath, this ocean breath. So if you whisper and breathe in from your whisper voice, breathe out from your whisper voice, you sense that constriction. So eyes gaze in between the eyebrows, maybe rubbing between the eyebrows to bring some attention there. And breathing now, Ujjayi breath. Relax now, relax the face. Relax the forehead, breathe deeply in, and as you release, just really release anything you might be holding along the skull, all the hair follicles. Release through the forehead, the eyebrows. Relax the eyes. Relax the skin around your nose. Relax the upper lip. Let the sides of the mouth completely drop, the jaw heavy. Breathing in through the nose. Exhale out through the nose. And a reminder of gratitude to all of those from the yoga lineages for holding safe this information that when we breathe through the nose, when we practice Ujjayi breath, we communicate to our nervous systems that we are entering a state of deep relaxation, preparedness for healing, activation of all systems functioning. And we can come into this space at any time during our day. One does not need to be on a mat or sitting in meditation to tap into Ujjayi breath. Third eye. And be gentle with yourself. If it's too much, if there's too much distraction, if there's too much, just listen and breathe as you can. And try to do so through the nostrils. You are healing, and you do not need to do anything else. And if you're ready for movement, gently bend your knees. If they aren't already, bring your feet flat on the floor. Locate a strap. And let's connect in with this large group of muscles, the hamstrings, all the glutes, all the connections. Every movement, make it intentional and slow. Embody the spirit or energy of the sloth, the inchworm, the starfish, and slowly pick up your right foot and loop the strap around the ball of the foot. I like to wrap the strap around my hands to allow my arms to relax heavy, shoulders still connected with the ground. Maybe you're supported under the head if that's helpful. Knee can stay bent or slowly extend that heel towards the sky, towards the ethers. Anywhere along here, you are welcome to position yourself and breathe. Variations include full extension to the sky and a gentle pulling in towards the body. And if you wish, extending the left leg down and out to the ground. And the reminder that this is not about what you look like. Eyes are closed into the third eye, breathing deeply, sensing and connecting in with the body. Allow the body to communicate now. Maybe it shakes, maybe it trembles. We're here for a little while. And thank you for being here. Thank you for joining. Release and breathe. The volume on the music's a little lower today. If anybody wants me to turn it up, just drop it into the chat. Otherwise, it's just going to stay the way it is due to my audio setup. Four more minutes. Breathe and keep that connection through the back of the heel. Release with each exhale. The principle of Yin Yoga, as was taught to me, is not about effort. It's all about time and connection to the body, the deeper feeling into feeling comfortable, which is why we use props. If I was reaching and holding with my hand, which I can do, over time I might strain, I might put effort. No, I definitely put effort when I'm holding with my hand. When I hold with the straps, I'm heavy, I'm relaxed, I'm letting the weight of gravity do the quote-unquote effort. And I relax in, connecting with the leg, breathing. Notice if you're clenching anywhere along the foot, the ankle, any tension, any clenching in the calf, the knee. Try to relax, breathe deeply. What would happen if you let go of that hold? Last 60 seconds here. Breathing in, Ujjayi breath, ocean breath. If you've come in to the practice, we're in for 90 minutes here in this yin. And slowly now, release any pull you had on that foot, but don't put it down. Take your strap, make an X between your hands with the strap, wrap it around your hand, set up again. Let the foot gently hover over the hips. Again, your knee can be bent for this exercise. It does not need to be fully engaged. Point your heel up to the sky. Take your big toe and point it into the left. And slowly, just with micro movements, bring that foot across your hips just till you feel a connection anywhere from the heel, back of the leg, knee, into the buttocks, into the lower back. We're here for a shorter amount of time. Commit to your practice, commit to yourself. Show love to all those parts that allow us to walk, jump, dance. And slowly allow the foot to hover, relax. And again, engage the heel up to the sky. Take the big toe, point it out to the right, and slowly draw it across the body. Whew. Inhale, nice and slow. Giving thanks for this community, giving thanks for our bodies. Thank you to the ancestors and guides bringing us to this space today. Releasing out through the toes, out through the heel. Anything that does not serve us. Almost there. And slowly release the strap, letting it come down. Let your knee bend, foot finding the ground. Slowly and gently. Maybe you extend both legs, or maybe you rock side to side. Or come in for both knees, a little squeeze. And gently let your feet find the ground again. Knees are bent. Let's set up for the opposite side. Bring the strap around the ball of the left foot. Set up your arms, allow them to hang heavy. Set up with the same variation you use on the opposite side. Extend your heel up to the sky, gently bringing the foot towards you. And if you extended your left leg, extend your right leg here. As your mind drifts, remind yourself of the anchor. Be open to checking in with that third eye. Receive any thoughts and messages without attachment. Maybe observe color. Or here for a little while, breathe. Practice Ujjayi breath. Heal yourself with the vagus nerve. Release any sounds, gases, creaks, or cracks. Allow everything to come out of the body at this time. Do not judge yourself. Simply observe, breathe. You've got 4 more minutes. Relax through the shoulders. Relaxing through the chest. It is no small measure to be still, to be in observation, to follow the flow of your breath, especially at this busy, busy time. It is the full moon, the hunter moon. So I bow in deep gratitude for your practice and how you are shifting the energy, and you are standing up to the productivity pushers and saying, "Not today. I need to do yin." Engage through the heel, breathe, release through the hamstring. And slowly allow your foot to hover over the hip. Gently take the strap and cross it, making an X. Engage the heel pointed up to the sky. Take your big toe and point it inwards to the right. Slowly now draw that foot across the hips to the right side. Just small movement here, not about how much you bend, not about what you look like, but the connection that you are creating with the pointing of your toe and the connection of the heel up to the sky. All those big muscle groups coming in and connecting on the calcaneus, the heel bone, and coming down through the leg, through the upper thigh, and connecting into the hip, the lower back. Point the toe. It can be intense. Breathe. We're already almost 1/3 of the way through this 90 minutes together. And our body deserves that kind of attention and care. And slowly allow the foot to hover. Arms heavy, engage with the heel again. Take the toe, point it to the outside, to the left side. Slowly draw that foot across. Oof. Release any sounds. Notice if you start to clench or grip anywhere. Observe it, try to release it. And gently now release the strap. Set it to the side. Bending the left leg. Maybe extending it all the way out. Or rocking side to side. Release, relax. Gently bend your knees. Find yourself a block, cushion, or bolster as we move into a supported bridge posture. Just to fully allow that hip opening to extend before we come up off the floor. Gently push into your feet, lifting your hips, coming up onto the shoulders, and bring the block, however feels comfortable for you, underneath the pelvis, the hip bones, not on the tailbone, so not on the pooper, just above that area. When you put the full weight of your hips down, it feels supported. It does not feel painful. If any of those things are happening, we need to readjust or exchange the prop for something softer, maybe a blanket on top, maybe a thicker bolster. So you can stay here in this variation, letting your arms out to the side, tucking your shoulders, connecting in with your neck, breathing. You can extend both heels out to the far corners of your mat, allowing your hips to open fully onto the block. Or variation number 3, you can bring your heels together and let your knees fall open in butterfly. We're here for a few minutes, so choose what your body is asking for today. Your feet can be as close or as far apart as you wish. Just notice any communication from the hips, legs. Notice if there's any tendency to want to fidget or move. Try and choose a place where you're being gentle and supportive with your body so that you can find a comfortable posture to fully let go. Let go means coming back to this third eye, breathing in through the nostrils, constricting the glottis, using the whisper, breathing in ocean breath, ujjayi breath, and trying to sustain nice, long inhales, filling up that belly all the way down to the pelvis. Exhaling, really squeezing out all of that air. And I had a baseball coach who used to say, practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes permanent. And I really resonate with that. That there is no such thing as perfection. But no matter what I practice, it will become more and more permanent in my life. And so I am practicing how to soften my heart. I am practicing how to trust fully and completely with an open heart. We're here for 3 more minutes. A reminder to stay nice and comfortable and warm in any of these postures. If you feel cool, adding a blanket is just one way to cozy it up. Last 60 seconds. Stay in your body. Breathing deeply into the hips and pelvis. The pelvic floor requires so much healing attention in male and female identified bodies, as it is often neglected and yet responsible for such important functions of the body: the elimination of toxins, the releasing of processed materials, the holding in of our vital organs. To name a few. Slowly now, in whatever capacity, whether you use your hands to help if you had your feet extended or together with knees open in butterfly, slowly start to bring your knees back up, feet flat on the floor. Checking in with your shoulders. Push into your feet and lift up your hips. Remove any props. We're not lowered yet, so just notice the connection of your body through the shoulders, and start to smush that back body, the heart, solar plexus, sacral, and root chakra, coming all the way back down onto the ground. And bring your knees, one or both, into the chest, into the tummy, to the sides. Maybe just rock that lower back, release any of the work. And gently take your arms out into T-shape. Knees are still bent. We're going to do one little twist before coming up. Bring your right leg over top of the left, crossing them. Lift the left foot and place it down on the right side of your mat. Push down to the ground, lift up the hips, and then allow those knees and legs to fall to the left side, twisting through the shoulders, through the rib cage, through the hips, through the legs, and prop anywhere that feels comfortable, maybe under the knee, behind the hips, under the head. Connection in through the shoulders, opening the chest, massaging those internal organs. Breathe here. Not about what you look like, but what you are sensing. There is no end game to a twist. Thank you, Hawa, my yoga teacher, for that. A twist is a twist. Breathe gently. Release the weight of your body through the arms. Elbows are heavy. Your forearms connected. Wrists and hands connected to the ground. Fingers relaxed and and comfortable. Anchor yourself to your breath. If you've lost it, come back now. Come back to the third eye. Come back to that breathing in. Ujjayi breath. Be the ocean. Last 60 seconds here. And slowly now start to bring energy back into the legs, gently lifting the knees and unbinding yourself in your own time. Coming back into a neutral spine. Arms are in T shape. Feet are flat on the floor, knees are bent. When you're ready, set up for the opposite side, picking up the left leg and crossing it over the right. Gently picking up the right foot and moving it to the left side of your mat. Pushing down, lifting the hips, and rolling in the opposite direction, twisting. No end game to the twist. Set yourself up, prop yourself up. Breathe deeply. And we're halfway through our 90-minute practice. It's a great time for you to think about something you're grateful for. Anchor it into that third eye. Be heavy in through the belly and through the hips and the knees. Last 60 seconds here, this twist. Imagine your spine limber, juicy, flexible, fully supported. Gently now start to bring energy back into the lower body, bringing up the knees, removing any props, and unbinding yourself. Maybe giving your knees a little squeeze, a little rock back and forth. And gently allow yourself to roll to the right side. And when you're ready, bring yourself up into all fours, tabletop position. Your fingers spread nice and wide under your shoulders in your own time. If you move slower than me, you're doing well. Knees are comfortable and supported. Toes can be tucked or pointed down. Prop under the wrists if you're having any pain with that 90 degree. You may want to have blocks on either side of you. As we bring our right knee and right foot up beside the right hand. So again, you can be on blocks if that's helpful in any way. Here we're going to slowly slide the left knee back, and it feels comfortable because you have nice padding or support underneath. You can stay here. If you wish, you can come up to hands on top of the knees. If you want even more, bringing the left arm above the head, bending at the elbow, and engaging here. Keeping a nice, safe knee supported here, feels comfortable. You can put block underneath your bottom so that you know you're not going to go further than you want. We're here for a few minutes as we open up through the hip. And thank you all for being here and practicing. If you want to keep your eyes open, focus in still on that third eye, breathing Ujjayi breath. Imagining that elongation through the front body of the left, down through the back of your right leg, opening and releasing. Reminding yourself that due to skeletal variation, your body will look different, feel different than those practicing beside you, than my body. The size of your bones and how they fit together with your sockets. will definitely impact how your body appears visually, which is why we practice eyes closed, going within. Last 60 seconds here. If your arms were up, gently releasing them and coming down from knees onto blocks or onto the floor. Gently send the weight back into your hips and bring that knee and foot back into tabletop. And maybe just shift your weight side to side. Sit into child's pose for a moment. Release that. And slowly coming back up into tabletop. Setting up for the opposite side, picking up that left foot and bringing it up on the inside of the left hand. Choose the same variation you did on the opposite side, whether up on blocks, sliding that right knee back until you feel comfortable, and choosing a variation of your choice. We're here for 3 minutes. If you find yourself losing balance, you can try widening your stance where your foot and your knee are, or opening your eyes and focusing your gaze. You can also be on a chair. I don't have my chair here today, but you could be resting on top of a chair to relieve any weight you might be holding in the upper body that distracts from this opening here. Relax as much as you can through the shoulders, the neck, jaws heavy. Last 60 seconds. If your arms were bound, gently release them down, knees onto the blocks or onto the floor, gently sending your weight back, drawing that left foot back, and coming into child's pose or rocking side to side in tabletop. Gently coming back up into tabletop. Bring your knees closer together. Pick up your feet, bringing your heels together as much as you can, heels and ankles. Flip your toes and tuck them behind you. If you want, reaching back with your hands to encourage your toes to meet the ground. We're just going to do a quick toe stretch. Great for plantar fasciitis. Can be quite challenging. You can walk your hands back to wherever it feels like there's enough pressure on your feet until you get to full weight over the foot. Stopping anywhere is good. You can rest your palms on top of your lap and just relax the full weight of your body over the feet. We're here for a few minutes, stretching the toes, stretching the feet, the heels, showing love and attention to this area. Coming into that third eye, coming into the Ujjayi breath. We've been practicing now for 60 minutes, and we are going to enter into our final third of this yin practice. Time flies when you're having fun. Almost there. Release the foot. With your hands gently walking yourself back, forward, back into tabletop. Pick up your feet and tap them out on the ground. Release any stuck energy there. You can slowly sit back on top of the heels if it's available to you, stopping anywhere, just a little bit of pressure. If you lift the knees, crookedy crack, just stretching that front part of the ankles gently and coming back down. Move any blocks that may be in your way. With your fingers spread nice and wide, hands by your side, slowly lower your body down with the elbows tucked by your side and release your left ear onto the ground. Fully release your weight here for a moment. Relax through the neck, relax through the shoulders. If belly or chest is in the way, consider propping under the hips, under the shoulders to create space. Finally, turning over onto this side to hug Mother Earth, hug our beautiful, soft practice space. Thank you so much for being soft. Take your left arm out into T-shape and bend at 90 degrees at the elbow. Fingers are face down, like we're holding up a little stop sign. Bring your right palm under your right shoulder. We're gently going to push our body rolling open and bringing our right leg bent behind the body. Stretching in through the pectoral and shoulder and arm muscles of the left. The more you push into your right hand, the more intense you'll feel that stretch, that opening on the left side. So roll gently closer to the floor if it's too intense. Feel free to block under the head, in between the knees, something for your foot to rest on. And breathe open through the chest, open through that heart chakra, that throat chakra area. Breathe nice and slow. Slowly now let your body roll back towards the floor. Pick up the head and let your right ear relax onto the floor. Let your arms down by your side. Fully let go here for a moment. Take your right arm out into T shape. Bend at the elbow 90 degrees. Let the hand and palm kiss the ground. Bring your left palm under your left shoulder. And gently roll your body open, opening through the chest, twisting through the hips. The more you push, the more intense. To lighten, coming closer to the ground. Notice any clenching through the shoulder, through the hands. Relax the wrist, relax the fingers. And slowly allow your body to roll back towards the ground, picking up the head. And bringing your elbows underneath your shoulders like Sphinx. Already this could be an intense stretch for some, so if it's too intense, crossing over the palms and resting the forehead on top of the hands, that is a back bend. So stay there. And if you can, elbows underneath the shoulders, pushing into the elbows, palms down, bringing our chest forward, pulling our shoulders down and back, our gaze into the third eye, looking forward, bringing that curve into the spine, strengthening the back body, elongating the front body. If you want a little bit more, taking your palms out to the sides of your mat, pushing down, keeping the elbows towards the back, and just making a little bit bigger that bend. As you breathe in, Ujjayi breath, feeling that abdomen push your body away from the ground. And slowly lowering the body down, Left ear onto the ground, arms down by your side for a moment. Let any tension melt off the shoulder blades, melt down through the rib cage, melt down through the hips and legs. When you're able, gently roll onto your back body again. You may want a block or a bolster. As we set up for plow, and there's multiple variations before we get, if plow is in your practice. So on your back with your knees bent, we'll move into a supported bridge posture again as the foundation of plow. So pushing into the feet, lifting up the hips and setting the block underneath the hips at whatever height you wish, not resting on the tailbone. This is variation number 1, to rest, to invert the body. Variation number 2 is to rest your feet up on a chair, knees are bent. Variation number 3, letting your legs point up towards the sky, arms are just gently out by your side. Or if you have plow in your practice, using your hands, gently bringing the hips up and over the shoulders, maybe clasping the hands behind the back, coming up onto the shoulders, and taking any form, whether you rest your knees by your head or would like to have your legs out. Choose a variation that works for you. We're here for a few minutes. And do not compare yourself to someone else. Breathe and focus on your ujjayi breath and your gaze. If you were in plow, gently starting to make your way, supporting the lower back, coming up out of that posture in whatever way feels good to your body. If you were resting your hips on a block with your feet up, just relax. Feet still engaged. And if your feet were up, gently bending them. If they were up on a chair, pushing away the chair, bringing the toes back down to the ground. And if you had a prop under your hips, gently pushing into your feet and removing that block and coming fully onto the ground. You can slowly extend your feet out or support underneath the knees. Bring your hands behind your head and interlace your fingers. Let the elbows fall out to the side. Let the weight of your head be heavy in your hands. Inhale and bring your chin up to chest. Using your hands, relax the head, relax the back of the neck. And slowly lower the head back down. Release the hands down by your sides, however they naturally fall. And gently let your chin and head roll to the right side as much as feels comfortable, breathing nice and slow. Slowly coming back to center. Rest at center for a moment. And slowly allow the chin and head to come to the left side as much as feels comfortable. And slowly come back to center. We are returning now to Shavasana and our final meditation. So if you would like a blanket or anything to cover the eyes, just locate it now. Release Ujjayi breath. Go back to normal breath in and out through the nose. We're here for 10 minutes. As long as I breathe, I will listen to the mountains and the trees. I will sing gospel with the birds in the morning sun. I will contemplate the wisdom of monkeys and the elegance Slowly take a nice deep breath in and fill up the belly like a balloon. Exhale it through the mouth. Inhale again, nice and deeply through the nose. Exhale. And last time, inhale nice and deep. Exhale. Bring your toes together, bring your hands together and interlace all but index fingers. Send your arms overhead and inhale, breathe in nice and long. And exhale, release into the body, into the floor. And gently bend the knees, feet flat on the floor, roll to the right side. And when you're ready, come to sitting up cross-legged in our final salutation. Or maybe your legs are extended in front of you. I like to sit up on a block. And let your arms fall on top of the lap. Eyes are closed, breathing in through the nostrils. Sit up nice and tall. Just imagine beautiful energies flowing in, up and around. We've invited oxygen, chi, prana, life force energy in through the body, connecting with the vagus nerve. I'm feeling fully relaxed through the nervous system, or at least 5% more. Before we leave, let's wake ourselves up, bringing our palms together and rubbing at heart center. The coffee for the brain, stimulating those nerve endings, creating heat, and resting our palms. Gently, maybe even pushing our fingers into our sternums, resting here. Maybe just breathing in one nice deep breath and releasing an Om. Namaste. Thank you for being here. This practice is concluded, and you are welcome to stick around for tea and talk.